I am on a roll with art challenges. Hey guys, and welcome back to Art a la Carte, and yes, another art challenge video. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. Some of you may know that I've officially completed the 100 character draw challenge where I drew 100 different characters. It took me over a year to do the whole thing, but now that that's over, I'm jumping into another 100 drawing challenge. This one is the 100 heads challenge, drawing 100 heads in like 10 days. And I'll talk a little bit more about who started this challenge and what it's about. But first, let me just make a note about this sketchbook and the beautiful like gold embellishment. Don't get attached because very quickly I realized I do not like this sketchbook, and we change sketchbooks really quickly. I think I get 2 pictures down and I'm like, whoa, I don't like this sketchbook. I love collecting sketchbooks. It doesn't always mean that every single sketchbook I get is a good one. And that one was not meant for what I don't know what it was meant for. So the 100th character, I can tell I'm going to be calling this the 100 character draw challenge quite frequently. It's a 100 head drawing challenge. This challenge was, I believe, originally created by Ahmed Aldoori. I will leave a link to his video in the description box below, but I actually discovered it through the YouTuber Mini Smalls, and I will also link her video in the description box below. Since starting this challenge myself, I have found that lots of different artists have done these videos, but the whole focus of this challenge is to draw 100 different heads in 10 days. I'm gonna have to break this in half because I'm gonna be out of town for a while. So I did the first half and have recorded it. And then when I get back from my trip, I'll do this second, the last half, the last 5 days. And if you enjoy it, I'll record that part too as well. But you can really get the feel of what's going on in this challenge. So drawing someone's face or facial features or hair, head, I love. That's one of my favorite things to draw. So when I first saw the challenge, I was like, really, that's not a challenge for me. I mean, it would be just because you have 100 of them to draw in 10 days, but it's not a super big challenge for me. And then I read the rules. Now, of course, with these kinds of challenges, you can create them, morph them to whatever fits your needs as an artist. But there is a Pinterest board that is pinned with 100 different photos of heads and statues, sculptures. Anyway, and so you draw based on those, which is great because, as you guys know, I draw a lot of pretty girls. I don't draw a lot of males. Yeah, I'm not diverse in that. I don't push myself in that area. And this pin board has a great diversity of male and female and young and old and really pretty and kind of creepy, all mixed together. So I started that at the very top of the pin board. And by the way, if you guys are interested, I will leave a link to that pin board as well. Even if you don't want to do the challenge yourself, it might be fun to look at all the pictures and see if you can even begin to match which picture I use for what drawing, because some of them look nothing like the reference photo, but that's the challenge part of this. There is no set what you have to use as far as style or art supplies. You can do a cartoony, you can do it in your own style, you can use whatever you want. But given that it is a limited amount of time, the focus is more on pushing yourself for speed rather than 100 completely finished pieces. Now, when I was starting this out, I was intending to maybe spend an hour to 2 hours a day on this challenge to get my 10 different heads done. The first one that I did ended up being over half an hour, and I said, okay, I can't do that because this will take me like 5 hours a day, and I don't got time for that. Besides, it's a speed challenge. So I pushed myself to be faster. So on the second head that I drew, I think it took me like close to 45 minutes. It took me actually like, I think the first like 5 different heads before I was like, okay, girl, we've already spent so much time on this. We're not even halfway done with today's challenge, and I had more normal work to do as well. So I began to push myself faster to go with less detail. Also, what I was noticing is that I was drawing all these heads in my style. And while that's fun and I really like my style, I think another important part of this challenge is because you're drawing so many of these so quickly in so few amount of time, that it forces you to relax your drawing a little bit and allows you, if you want, to the freedom to try out different styles, because this isn't about creating a finished beautiful piece. Some of these just flop. They're just plain not good. But really, it's about the journey. It's about what I'm learning. I'm pushing myself to try different takes at drawing faces and heads, trying to mix different medias together. And as I get further and further into the challenge, I really begin to see that I'm trying different styles that I normally wouldn't try very often. So that was a big plus for me. I found that especially when I started getting to drawing the guide characters, that I was getting really sketchy in my drawing. I was holding the pencil super loose, and that would help me to just get a lot of motion and feel into these drawings. And some of them, man, turned out really, really cool. So if you want to take this challenge for yourself, again, I will leave links to all the videos that kind of inspired this challenge. I will leave a link to the pin board on Pinterest that you can check it out. And then jump into it. If 100 is too overwhelming for yourself, make yourself just do a day challenge and do 10 drawings in one day. Push yourself to see if you can do that. Remember, again, it's not about completed, finished masterpieces. Don't worry about that. Just focus on trying to get that number, whatever you set it for yourself, get that done. And if it's easy, if that doesn't seem a challenge, then bump it up a little bit. Give yourself some extra stipulations. If you do and share it on social media, make sure to tag it so that other people can see it as well and who are doing the challenge. I'll leave the tag in the description box below so you can, because I'm not sure what the tag is. I will leave the tag, I think it's 100 heads drawing challenge, I think. I will double check that, but I will leave that in the description box below. If you're brand new to my channel, maybe you found this channel through searching out other artists who are doing this, welcome to my channel. I post new videos 2 times a week. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on future videos. If you have any suggestions for other challenge videos or tutorial videos, I'll leave those in the comment section below. I'd love to read them. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me in this video. And as always, God bless you guys. Keep drawing, challenging yourself, and we'll see you in another art video. Bye-bye.